What's going on, my ag growers, all my grape growers around the world? Stop Ag here again with the video. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. I got my phone in one of my pockets on my shirt because I got nobody to hold my phone, so I'm gonna do my best to give you a quality video if I can. We'll try to see and make it work. So, pruning season. This is, what you get from the last year. You got your cordons, nice, sturdy, good wood. Nothing that is from last year that it was shoots, nothing in the middle. And that's one of the reasons I run into other vineyards. The problems are that people don't finish the shoot thinning, so everything's growing. It looks like a big, huge spider. Especially right here on these ones, a lot of people get confused and they're not sure which one's actually the wood that you want to leave and the ones you got to take off. A lot of people intend to even leave two cordons or two basically spurs on the main, and that's it. They leave it as it is, and what happens when you do that, it will make a huge knot, and when you have a huge knot, basically the wood, it starts causing you to make too many cuts, and you want to avoid to make too many cuts because it's gonna start looking kind of like if you see right here, things like that. But in a bigger knot that is building itself, when you have so many, every year when it rains, the water starts penetrating to those cuts, those big wounds or small wounds. So you want to just keep it at only one certain cut, keep it as clean as is possible. Like I said, nothing's perfect, but just try to make things more neat, and always have them in the right position. Want the cordons to be colliding with each other once you do the pruning. So I'm gonna start doing a few of these vines. I'm gonna start pruning. I'm gonna go slow so everybody can see what I'm doing. Always remember, two buttons right at the eyesight. Never choose the blind button, what we call in Spanish el ciego, because those will grow, and if they're not, even if they do grow, they'll grow crooked, and sometimes they won't even make it. So now that we see the buttons, see there's one right here on this side, and there's another one. You can see them right away. So there will be another one right on the very bottom. Don't count that one. So normally I would just go like this. Make my cut. Notice this one right here is running inside. You don't want that one inside there. You wanna just clean that off. Make the cut as nice as possible. Let's see, there you go. You got your first one. A lot of people get confused, and because they see two of these right now, they intend to leave two spurs like this, and they'll leave it like that. That's not good. I don't recommend it. It will give you fruit. I'm not saying it won't. Let's cut this one right here. But the thing is that when you have so much fruit, like on these two, it's not even gonna help it, because depending if your vines are too weak, then it will not ripen fruit, and you'll have a lot of clusters that will stay green by the time it's harvest, and then you end up catching a lot of mildew too. So you want to just keep it as one spur. Always have it nice and clean like that. And now you see hand space, my hand space. Okay, moving on to this side. You make the cut. Cut the old little stem. Cut this new one. And there you go. Just cut this corners back. And that's how you start doing your pruning. Sometimes you have to prune uh, both cordons and leave them as spurs to see which one's the better one in the best position. Uh, I'd rather leave this one over here. It's shooting that way because it's going towards the outside, and this one's coming into the inside, so you want to cut that one down. And then you go ahead and do this one over here. Start cutting them. And you put the cordons down. Always remember, when you put your cordons, put them right in the middle of your road. You don't want them all scattered all around, because then when you come with your tractor, the tractor won't be able to chip them with your mower, or the other machine. I forget what's the name of the machine. And there you have it. Now you got your arm nice and clean. You got your first bun, the second bun right at the eyesight, and that's how it should be looking, nice and clean. No, you don't have to make it too complicated, but you know, a lot of people have different problems in their vineyards, and some have huge problems, some have minimal problems depending on what's the situation. So always it's very important that when you grow your vine at the beginning of time, do everything right. That way you don't end up with, you know, problems that you don't know which one to leave, what to cut, you know, and that way you can be running the levers more smoother with no troubles at all. Just gonna leave that little tiny one right there. You know what, I'll just cut, it's not that tall, still be fine. So you notice right here, this wood is dying already. I can already tell the wood is dry, it's not alive. Something's going on. Like I said, a lot of these wood, the winter hit it hard with the rains and stuff like that, the wood will crack. And when it does that, the water penetrates in there, so it just runs the wood. So what I'm gonna do, when see, I got one right here on the bottom, this one right here, it's too low, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. So what I'll do is I'll wait until another shoots come out further up right here, and you can really see them right there. Let me see, sorry about the quality of the video. See right there, these ones right there are gonna start pushing when the shoots come out. This is what the shoots will come out. I'll choose something from right there, and then I'll turn it into a nice piece of wood. Cut this one off for next year, and then I'll just train it and make a new arm with you know, the 3 to 4 buttons depending on how good is the shoot. So we're just gonna move on this one. We'll do the same operation, one spur, 2 buttons. We'll go ahead and do this. Let me see, this one's coming now. Just gonna cut right here, boom, and there you have it. That's the goal. We'll do the next one right here. We'll cut. This is one over here. Everything has to be nice and clean. Make clean cuts. When you cut, don't do this, that you go and then twist it. See, because then you'll chip the wood. That's not good. Don't ever do that. Always cut straight. Make sure your pruners are nice and sharp. When you make those tiny little cuts right here that you have to squish in there, put whatever position. Sometimes you gotta do it like this. Sometimes you gotta play with your pruners and flip them over. Sometimes even you have to go under the wire like this. Whatever you gotta do, just make sure you do it right. Don't try to cut corners, things like that, because you'll damage your wood like that, and then it's not good. That's where the infections start coming in. You just want to make clean cuts. Once you get the motion, once you already have good experience, you don't have to do a single cut and then you have to do another one like this. No, once you already know, you just go ahead and cut right where you get to leave the spur, and the other one just goes down right away. Right now I'm going slow, but normally I get in my fast mode and I'm on it, you know, because I got experience. I'm already well trained to know how to which one to leave and just, you know, keep moving. So for the ones that you guys are just barely starting, take it easy. Obviously do the work on time before bud starts pushing. But you know, get yourself a good amount of time. That way you can practice. See, I'm gonna leave this tiny one on the bottom because this one's already growing too far up. Yeah, once this one's already trained, I'll just bring it down again, boom, and keep it at a nice level. And that's how you start, you know, building and shaping your vines. So this is another one right here. If you start running into arms that are dead, and if you have a good cord on right here on the bottom that you can shoot towards this way, go ahead and leave it. Just, you know, leave it short. And then later on, when you're done, finish your pruning, you can come back and tie it up on the wire, and you'll be good for this year. You start training it, and you'll see right away the results that they can come when you do that type of work. Nothing's easy either, you know. It's a lot of work, so it's gonna hurt your hands if it's your first time. But you'll get used to it. Just keep working on it. Keep working on it. Like I said, just have good, nice, clean cuts. Make sure your pruners are nice and sharp, because that's a big plus. If they're not sharp, you're gonna have a lot of trouble, and your hands are gonna hurt because you're cutting wood basically, you know. And sometimes it's required to use the small pruners, and it's better to use small pruners, because then you can do the finer details on these on the vines. So there you have it. I don't have somebody hold the camera, that's why I'm gonna have to go slow. But if I have somebody hold the camera next time, I'll have them record me the way I do the pruning, so you can see in the better way. Hopefully this video works out. If you guys got any questions, you know, go ahead and drop them on down the link. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Tapia Egg. Any questions you guys got, I will try to answer it to the best of my abilities. You guys take care. I'll catch you on the next video. Órale pues, Tapia Egg, al rato.